the video starts, make sure you follow our socials in the description and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Welcome back to the Offbeat Podcast, back again this week, joined by a very special guest, a highly recommended guest as well, I should say, from Shents. James Hampson, how are we, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. 9:30 on a Sunday.
9:30 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
To be fair, I try and get easiest way, because my missus, she's always on me being like, I can't film this, you can't be doing this. Early morning on a Sunday, it means you get it done by 11 o'clock, you get on with the rest of your day.
In the pub for 12.
In the pub for 12, when you were playing yesterday. So,
I had a bit of a bad turn yesterday. Done me calf at the tender age of 40, or 41 next week. Still trying to mix it with the young pups and stuff like that. So I think the end is nigh, mate, to be honest.
The end is nigh. Oh, it's calling. That's not good, because that's what Shent said about you. He said this is sort of your last hurrah sort of season, because you're playing for Maine Road, aren't you, currently?
Yeah, currently at Maine Road. I deemed it as the last dance when I decided what I was doing over the summer. I had a couple of options, getting back into management with Moston Brook. Grant wanted me to come in as a coach and probably just collect cones and stuff like that and give him a different opinion. And Reece at Maine Road said, do you want to come in and do a pre-season with us? And I did, and it was good. And I tried to sort of all my old sort of mannerisms and stuff like that with the younger lads, trying to get them to win and stuff like that. And I think I made a difference on a couple of them, and I've been dipping in and out. I've been away sort of every month, which the lads like to remind me of, and the finalist also like to remind me of as well. And I've just sort of started getting back into the team. I think I played 2-3 on the bounce and something like that. And then my calf went after an hour, and I tried doing it yesterday, and it just popped, walked off, and sort of...
Tail between your legs.
Tail between my legs, and I was sat at home yesterday with the missus, just saying, like, I think it's close, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, management is still, you've got the management experience. So what was it that attracted you towards Maine Road in pre-season then? When you go and do a camp, what do you look for in a club to be like, I'm going to sign for you?
It was a bit of a weird one, really. I think I had a bit of unfinished business from me playing and managing days at Avro. Kind of had a feet in both camps, a player and a manager, and it was kind of hard to differentiate between the two. And my heart ruled my head a couple of times, and I was managing and playing with my joint manager Leo O'Brien, who I've played with since we're 16. He's 41, I'm 40, so we've known each other a long time.
Yeah.
And I still think I could do a job, but I was brought in as a manager, so I had to kind of not retire but stop playing earlier than I should. Well, I thought I was still capable. I did drop in the odd occasion and play, and it was that, a bit of unfinished business. So I went away. They had a good coaching as well, James Stokes, brilliant coach. He's over at Barnoldswick now, and the sessions were brilliant. There was obviously a bit of running, but the old school sort of pre-season. But I thought the footballing sessions were brilliant, and I was trying to say to the lads, you don't know what you've got here in terms of how well they put on. There's obviously fought with him. He's got credentials up to his eyeballs in terms of his coaching badges and what have you. And the sessions were good, and I was pinching a little bit for myself in case I ever got back.
You've got him, mate.
I'll have that. I like that. And I still had, it's going to sound corny, still had a bit of a hunger to think, you know what, I've got a little bit to prove to myself, really. So, yeah, I went and had a good pre-season, played well, and then the holidays started coming. That was only pre-booked, so I'm back to square one. Still a little fucking fat bastard now. But yeah, I said this to Reece, the gaffer, and Ryan as well over there. I was just like, listen, if I'm a hindrance, if I'm not doing it in sessions, don't just have me here sort of a spare part. And he went, no, you do make a difference. I'm never the first in the fitness stuff. I'm not going to sort of roll my hands up and say that, but as long as I'm sort of making a difference and helping out, there's other little bits of experience for the younger players that come in. Got a couple of lads on loan, a couple of young ones who are still sort of learning the trade. And passing on sort of my knowledge and stuff like that.
That's a fun non-league, though, isn't it? You see it in every... If you go and watch a non-league game, so a lot of people are probably watching this, a lot of them probably haven't been to a non-league team or haven't been for a while, but you see that in every team that you go to. Like, you'll be going there, and you'll be like, hang on, what's he doing here? I mean, you're like, why is he still playing here?
Yeah.
I mean, you see these young lads coming through. Like, Avro, a perfect example at the moment. Like, they've got that young lad, that Salty, who... Such a small kid.
Yeah.
When I was so surprised when I was watching him play.
Played with Harry at Moston Brook a couple of years ago, maybe last year, and I've also played with his dad, which is worrying. His dad was a very, very good player. Played for.
I like how you said it's worrying.
It's worrying. I'm closer in age to his dad than I am to Harry. And there's a lad yesterday. I said that. I said, "How old's your old man?" he's like 50, 52, and I'm older. He was like 18, 19. I went, I'm older. I'm closer to
I'm
your
closer
dad
to your dad
than I am to you. But no, Harry's been brilliant. Really hit the ground running there. There's always that player in him as well. I don't think his ability or anything was ever in doubt. It's whether he could mix it at that level. And is he? I think he's second goal scorer or something like that.
He's just he's got Kyle in front of him, hasn't he? They just look like they're pissing it. Really.
Yeah. No, he's a very good player, right or left, and he's got a spring on him for someone who's quite small.
Yeah,
he's winning headers against fucking big area centre half. So yeah, no, brilliant, Harry, brilliant. Yeah, he's flying.
The best thing that I can say about him as well, because I went and watched Avro FC as a bridge, and one of my best mates, his little brother, he's followed bridge home and away, so we went into the bridge end for a bit and we were just chatting away to him, and everyone in there was like, who's that little fucker? Who's that little short shit? What's he doing here? What's he doing here? And he just says if they catch his eye like that, he's doing something well.
Yeah, he's doing something well. Yeah, if you're getting grief off the fans, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know who else was getting the biggest amount of grief? Avro's right back. Because he
Check, yeah, it's Ballers League.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of shit. But
what do you think about that Ballers League? I've never watched it. My mates have commented in groups going, "Fucking Ballers League." This, but
I don't. It's a gimmick.
Yeah.
And once you accept it's a gimmick, it's fine because there's some great footballers there. But you have to sort of deal with the gimmick aspect of it, of sort of the content creators and everybody trying to make it into a entertainment aspect. But once you get past that and you're at the football, like there's some ridiculous players playing there.
Yeah.
And some of like the keepers, it's basically like a who's who of non-league around, which is good to see.
Yeah.
You got people like Martin Waghorn who's playing in there.
Yeah.
You've got the ex-pros coming in. So it is fun if it's just a football only, but I know this is ironic because I do a podcast, but I'm not a big social media guy.
Yeah.
I view content, but I'm not a content creator in the form of, I won't ever just be like, well, I'll whip my phone out here and I've got to film this for this.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of guy. So I don't like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But the actual football, if you just watch highlights of it,
I'll give it a go.
There's some great players there.
I'll give it a go. Like I said, my friends have texted me going, "Why are you watching this? It's garbage and stuff like that." And I've kind of missed it, but then I know a couple of playing there. Don't really know Chet, but Jack McConnell, I think Lazenby's there and stuff like that. So there's people that I half know that I think, go on, I'll give it a go.
You give it a go.
Yeah, when I seen Jack McConnell got twisted inside out the other week when he was on the floor like a beach whale, and they went up the other end and scored.
Is he at West at the moment?
Yeah. Good lad, Jack. Good lad. Yeah, but he played for me at Prestwich, and then he had a bad injury and he went West, and he's doing well. But yeah,
it's interesting. I like the dynamic of the ex-pros and the non-league players, because if I was in charge of it, I would brand it completely different to how they're branding it at the moment. They're branding it as like a content creator sort of play. Well, they're not. It's good footballers.
Good football, yeah.
Great footballers. People who, in non-league, but could push high level. Like, for example, Jordan Lazenby. Should he be playing for West? In my opinion, no.
Yeah.
But he's there at the moment, he's scoring goals. And he's a good... It gives him a platform to maybe go to clubs in the summer and be like, look, I can...
He's done it consistently, and I think
course.
he did it last year. He scored 20 plus, and he's probably tickling that mark now, if not already there. So he's a good player, Jordan. Very good, yeah.
What do you think of it from an ex?
It's like we're going on about the ex pros. The other team that I play for, I'm not meant to admit that because the gaffer will go mad at me at Maine Road, but I play for a vets team, so Radcliffe Vets, and we played against Wivenshaw the other week.
Did you?
And we got
interesting.
We got absolutely. It was annihilated. It was embarrassing.
How many goals did Papi Cisse scored?
He wasn't there at the time, so
he's scored a lot.
Our team's not that bad. Our team's got, say, Nicky Adams, Jack Dorner, Kyle Jacobs, me to some extent.
Nice, there's some good players there.
Leo Bryan's played. We've got an half decent team on a Sunday. If you're not playing against the likes of Steel Island, do you know what, and all that, Lescott, Nedham Manure.
Lescott's played up top.
Yeah, well that's it. So our midfield that day. So we played a three midfielders. Me, Kyle Jacobs, pro at Oldham, played all over. Nicky Adams,
pro at Oldham again.
Yeah, not that bad. Yeah. And their midfield was Stephen Ireland, Rory Fallon, who's had a good non-league career.
Nice, Rory Fallon's great
and someone else. And you try and go and press him, they just whip it around the corner, popped off Boyd, he Lescott, Boyd went in there 1-0, and you're just like, what the fuck's happened? Do you know what I mean? So it's humbling. It's again the media have got sort of attention of it and stuff like that, and it is good to see that people are still doing it, and it is good for Wivenshaw. But what hope you got? It was 8-0, 9-0. and they brought on some lads with proper derbies, like there was darts players and stuff like that, right? And I'm going, these are the cunts that we should be playing against, not fucking you lot and stuff like that. But the lads that like the likes of Ireland and Lescott and stuff, they was sound when you was playing against them, trying to give him a bit of needle, trying to rattle them a little bit to get them going and stuff like that, just to try and disrupt them. They was just laughing and having a little joke and stuff like that.
Been around.
Yeah, you just, because we said before the game, right? Listen, just fucking, if you get a chance, fucking burst one of them. You couldn't get near him. It's just embarrassing, mate. Yeah, could just sat in the pub, just sat there like that. I know one of the lads who plays with me, Leon, played with him at New Mills many years ago. And I was like, "What's the game, mate? What are they doing?" He went, "They just love it. It's like it's the kick around with the mates with them." Like
he has his 5-a-side team as well, doesn't he?
So you'll have it. You'll go around. What are you doing first? They come have a kick around with your mates, and there's 10 mates. They're doing the same thing, but they're embarrassing. Fat man doing it. It's fucking embarrassing.
It brings you back down to reality, doesn't it? You're like,
sat there,
why have I got up this early?
Yeah, just sat there humbled in the bar after having a Guinness, thinking, what the fuck's just happened? So yeah,
I bet you must get some good. I mean, before obviously the Withens show, like absolute boom of it. Bet you must have had some good players playing in the vets.
Yeah. They come up against a couple of good players. Like I said, the likes of sort of Bernard Morley players, Nicky Adams. The people that have played and stuff like that, so the football's good. Obviously, it's at a snail's pace and stuff like that, but it is a good, and you have a good laugh, good standard. But as we're getting older and the joints are hurting and stuff like that, football's the worst part of it. It's the change room before, and then we go back to the snooker club after and have a few beers, and that's probably the best part of it, to be honest.
That's the benefit of it. That's the you're literally playing with your mates. Like my mates had a 5-a-side team for a good few years. Exactly the same concept. Exactly the same concept. It's just ex-pros who were doing it. Yeah. And some of them are very good. I've even had like Ravel Morrison. Because when I had Cam on, Cam Mason, who's currently the keeper at Avro, he went and played for Stephen Ireland's 5-7-a-side team, whatever. And he was said turned up and he was just playing with all these players. He's like, what the fuck's happening? Yeah. It's just normal.
They still take it serious though, don't they? They had a little bit there where we had the ball for a little bit and they just flicked a switch and they was pressing and stuff like that. I'm like, come on, sweating my eyes and all that. I'm just, give me a fucking break. But I'm not saying it would have changed the score dramatically, but Lee O'Brien, Gobby Cunt, everyone knows, who listens will know him, giving it the ref, sin binned. Kyle Jacobs giving it ref, sin binned. So a point, I think we had 8 or 9, was it 9 or 10 men for a good part of 30 minutes, and then Big Baz Massa goes and gives someone an elbow, gets sent off. So I don't think it would have been as bad as 9-0, but I don't think we would have got close.
Uphill struggle from there. Uphill struggle. Yeah. So what's the Vets League like? 'Cause I think the Vets League is interesting. Is it just sort of like the Northwest clubs? Do you just choose to have a club? Or?
Yeah, so I sat, I'm older than mine, I'm 40. So a few years ago, obviously getting to 35, come and play for him. And we were playing at Gig Lane, it was the Berry Vets at the time.
Nice.
And then they changed and it went into Radcliffe Vets. I think Berry sort of Berry disbanded the team. And then,
because like Radcliffe and Withy, chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
Actual
but
like
it is. But I think it's just, you know, you affiliate yourself to a league like you do. Like we're in the Cheshire League now, so we sort of go off to like sort of Liverpool Widnes.
Oh, nice.
Obviously the Withy team that are in there as well. We've actually got a game today. I don't know who it is actually. And it's obviously people.
I'm gonna get a lot of shit.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Yeah. And it's a lot of lads that have obviously played about and stuff like that. So you go in and you go, oh, fucking hell, recognise you used to play blah 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 and stuff like that. So there's still that little bit of needle. It's serious, but I don't think there's that sort of it boiling over element that maybe was sort of 10 years ago. Obviously, you kind of grow out a little bit, don't you? Of like wanting to fight and stuff like that. All the verbals on the pitch and stuff, and you
go for a pint afterwards.
You do go for a pint after and stuff like that. But no, it's the pub side of it after, you know, the social aspects of it, and you know, having a pint with your mates and just slagging each other off how bad you are and how bad you have got and how fight you're looking and stuff like that, and then that's it. Same again next week.
Do you still do a fine system in vets?
No, but there'd be some if you're turning up drunk and stuff like that. There's, even though we obviously get to a certain age now, people still go out and have 10, 15 pints on a Saturday and turn up on Sunday stinking, stuff like that. But no fines. But like I said, there'd be a right few quid because people turn up pissed and stuff like that. Yeah.
What's sort of like the best fine systems you've had? Because you've had like a 20-year non-league career. Have you ever had some like corkers?
Yeah, we've had. We went to, a couple of years ago. We went to Dublin for Christmas, and that was on the back of sort of our fines thing. I think it was one of the first sort of clubs to do it. Got a game moved to a Friday night. We went to Dublin, with New Mills. This is when New Mills were good, before the fucking shit now. Sorry, the Bagley brothers there. And we went on the Friday night. It was mint. It was out clubbing, all that and stuff like that. And that was kind of our thing then after that, getting the fine kitty and stuff like that. But it's hard. But where I'm at the moment, Maine Road, you only get paid if you win. And we've not won for the past fucking 4 or 5, so trying to get money out of them is like blood out of a stone and stuff like that. But I do like the fine system, having your fine stuff. Above all, it's discipline, and as a manager, we've always had that lateness, in turning up on time, correct kit, correct outfit, how you carry yourself and stuff like that. So big fan of the finalists. It's just getting someone to do it. Because it gets to a certain point where it's like, right, we'll start, right, finalist, right, he's been fined, and then it kind of dies a death a little bit. So you need people to be on him. Like I was doing it this year, and then like I said, I've been away.
Yeah, so straight
away it stopped a little bit. And
I had to put 30 quid in there.
30 quid, yeah. Fucking what it cost me. I bought a speaker for about 80 quid, and then we were going away we had a trophy game or something like that up near Humber. And I bought the beer for lads as like my repayment for being away and stuff like that. So I do pay me fines. It's only me. I'm the one who's doing it. I'm the one who's paying them. No one else gets fucking fines. So yeah, it's one of them. No, do like the fines. It is. We've not had any sort of funny ones or anything like that. We used to at Avro. We used to do a thing called Dummy Club.
Dummy Club.
Dummy Club. So what it'd be is whoever's in the squad that week go, right, you. What's the item? And the item's got to be below 3 or 4 quid, stuff like that. And you'd have to bring it. So you turn up to the game and there'd be fucking, I don't know, 14 pints of milk on the table, 14 things and stuff like that. And like the gaffer would be like looking at you going, what's going on here, sort of thing. And that was it. That was the boost.
Is it the same way you didn't have to bring the same as someone else?
Yeah. So that's
going viral at the moment.
Yeah, not something like that. That's, like, so bring something up like your kit bag and stuff like that. So it's Dummy Club. So I suppose it sort of grew arms and legs from that. And one of the lads, Joe Rathbone, fucking thick as fuck, he said a live spider. So as one of the items, you had to bring. So we're going, what you say, Joe? Yeah, I got to bring a live spider.
Did you measure him? Is it winning the biggest?
I don't fucking know, mate. It was mental. Just like mad things like tampons, condoms, lube. It got a bit out of hand and stuff like that then. And I think we got badly beat off someone. So we was like, right, no more Dummy Club. That's the reason we got beat.
when you got 14 bottles of lube and you've just been battered 5-0, I think that says everything.
Yeah. So going back to Joe. So Joe Rathbone, like I said, thick as anything. So we had our sort of away trip, going away at Christmas. I said, right, everyone, send me a picture of your passport so I can book all the flights and stuff like that. He sent me a picture of his actual passport, the front of it, and not the thing and stuff like that.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
That's what you're dealing with. When you say about players being thick and stuff like that.
I know, but that's another level there.
He's got to be like he's brilliant. He's in Australia at the moment. Brilliant footballer, but thick. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
How do you even try and be like, no, I need to see your details?
Yeah, there we are, mate. That's what you're dealing with as a manager and stuff like that. Like I said, brilliant player, but it's not got. Good thing he's pretty as well because he's got nothing between the ears. Got nothing between them ears.
So going from being like a player manager sort of aspect, because that is quite a. You don't really see that in a pro game a lot of the time. Someone being a player manager on there for you. So I know you said you were struggling to differentiate being the player or a manager. Yeah. How do you sort of combat that?
Well, we had me and OB, Lee O'Brien, like I mentioned earlier, were joint managers.
Was Lee playing as well?
Yes and no. Lee was more rarely than me. I still think I could do a bit. Lee was quite, no, right, I'm a manager now. I'm putting my managers out on. So it was kind of dealing with that, really, to be honest. But like I said, Paul Armstrong, who's, I don't know what he classes himself now at Avro, chief exec or something like that, chief recruitment, he was one of our coaches as well. So we kind of did it as a bit of a, right, what do you think, you do this? And it was like a majority vote. I'm not saying all decisions and stuff like that were that, but I think me getting involved was done on the back of that, like a majority vote sort of thing. So it was hard. Say for instance you had a bad game or you'd done something wrong in the game. How am I as a player or a manager trying to give advice to lads and stuff like that when maybe I cost them a goal or something like that? And it got to a point where I was playing well, again as the sort of the player manager, if you will, and I had a stinker. and I think I got dragged or something like that. Slow be like
dragged
that.
by yourself?
OB was like that with the curly
finger.
finger.
OB. I was going to say, if it was yourself being like, sorry lads, I've got to go here.
Like that, curly fingered me, and I think that was like sort of right. Time sort of thing, because I wasn't really training. I was helping put on sessions and stuff like that. So, yeah, getting curly fingered when you're the player manager is never a good look, mate. To be fair,
I was going to say, what would be worse, sort of getting OB to be like, come on, or you going over to the pub being like, sorry, 16 for 9, please, mate.
Get me off this fucking pitch. Yeah, no. It was like I said, it was hard to differentiate, and me personally thought I could have carried on playing, but the opportunity to go in at Avro and do that. Rob, the chairman, really good friend of mine, and Lee's known him for years. He was one of the first people to give me a chance after I got sacked by Oldham. Got sacked for robbing boots back when I was fucking 16, 17. I had the shortest pro contracts ever. I think it was about 7 hours old.
7 hours old pro contract.
Yeah, that was it, ripped up. And I went and played from at Conley's BICC cables. And this was kind of my first foray into sort of real men's football.
Yeah.
I think they might have been in the old Manchester to Prem at the time, but there was some really good players there. A guy called Craig Lockett. I think he's still knocking around a bit now. He was a good lad. And it was like the first time I'd seen fights in changing rooms. First time I got gripped up in changing rooms for not passing and giving a goal away or not following my man and stuff like that. And it was kind of a bit of a baptism of fire, really, because I'd turn up with the old Ronaldo boots, silver boots at Oldham. For so many years at Liverpool before that, and I was a good player without sort of, when I was young. Despite my size now, I was quite nipper. And it was certain things where I had to learn fast in terms of it's not all about me, it's about the team. And if you're through one-on-one, there's someone there, give them the fucking ball and get it in and do one of them scruffy goals just to winning above all else.
Yeah,
and that's kind of still in my DNA now, in terms of, like, I don't let my kids win anything when we're playing. I've got to teach them. And Thursday nights at football and stuff like that, I want to be on the winning team, get the photos on, win. And that was sort of from the early days of Rob Fuller, the chairman at Avro, giving me a chance at BICC cables, about sort of real men's football.
Sink or swim, innit? It's the non-league system is sink or swim. Like, you see some of these ex-pros who drop down, and all the hype on social media is they're going to piss it. They're going to win 30-0 every week. It's going to be awful. And then the ex-pro's gone in 2 weeks because he goes into a change room and straight away he gets gripped up and he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, and I don't think that is. Obviously, we got beat yesterday. We got absolutely pumped yesterday. And coming at half time, I thought, right, there's going to be sort of a couple of pros and stuff like that. And it wasn't. And it was like the change room that I'd been in. One of the lads who played with Tom, he's been in change room with the likes of Ackers, Banda at Mosley, where they're saying like there's been fights, been full blown fist fights and stuff like that. And it's gone into today's game and stuff like that, whether sort of the lads that I'm playing with or I'm seeing haven't got it in them. Is it happening in other changing rooms now? Has that all stopped? There used to be this big thing about on Twitter when you used to get slagged and stuff like that of fans and stuff. Is that died a death now? I don't know. I think it's just changed. I think.
I do see a little bit of ego.
Yeah, I like all that though.
Barry, you get a lot.
Aaron Chalmers. Aaron used to play for men. He's come out and obviously it didn't end well for him at Bury. And then he's having a little bit of needle with the Bury fans and stuff like that. And it is mad. Bury are a mad team in terms of where they are and where they come from, stuff like that. And they still got that sense of entitlement in terms of we're the mighty Bury. Mac had it for a bit. But when they dropped down, stuff like, well, you're not in them leagues anymore. You're dealing with the dog and duck, basically.
Yeah, of course,
fucking get used to it, sort of thing. So it is. I do like all that, but it's you very rarely see it. We used to have it after a football game. Where you'd be sat in the boozer and you'd be like, fucking, where was you today? Fucking wank, shit, blah, blah, blah. And then you'd get hammered. You'd get hammered for 2 days and then you'd train and it'd be gone. I don't think even that happens anymore. Everyone's like too sensitive about it.
Interesting that. I thought that would still be, because I used to play club cricket. Same thing.
Yeah,
exactly the same. I never played at a high level. It was just always a case of going to change your room. If you're shit, you told you shit. And that is it. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Because people, at the end of the day, I mean, you go train on Thursday, God, Because everyone wants to win.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a good side as well.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be. I bet it's still rife in a lot of non-league clubs. Like a lot of non-league clubs.
I started calling people out, like in our change room, stuff like that, and I'm sat there as the fucking 41-year-old fat cunt, calling like the young lads that have come up on loan and stuff like that, you fucking got to do better, blah, blah, blah. And I feel bad, because no one else is doing it. It's just me, and I'm looking around going, are you going to... Do you want to chirp up? Do you want to throw in your 2 pence worth? If they don't,
are you going to call me shit?
Yeah,
call me shit.
Just get yourself going. Do you know what I mean? If something happens, and sometimes people need that. Sometimes people are led with the carrot, the stick. Sometimes you need to have your arm around you and stuff like that. Me personally, I want the fucking stick. I want someone to shout at me and go, "You fucking wank! You've done this, you've done that," and then I'll go out and prove wrong. Second, I don't. Personally, my change room, it's too nice and icy for me.
To be fair, it stems from the manager, doesn't it? Because I reckon in Shen's changing room, because just by meeting him and him saying, holding people to account will be important.
Yeah.
And you can see what's happening there. They're all there wanting to win. Like Kyle Hawley, without a shadow of a doubt, he's getting offers from higher leagues. Without a shadow of a doubt, and he's still playing there. He probably enjoys it. Cam's the same. Yeah. So it must be something going on there. But it's the same as like I remember Casper Schmeichel recently talking about Leicester. He was on the overlap or whatever it is, whatever, and he was saying we were just a pub team. We just go out for a beer and we won the Premier League. Yeah. And that's the same scenario. They both probably be obviously getting changed room and probably give each other a steak. Went to the pub afterwards and they.
That was it. It was forgotten about. League. I think Grant's like I said, I work with Grant, and he's quite lucky in terms that you have your senior players managing the changing room. So I know Morrow does it. Jack Morrow, club captain, awful footballer, ugly man. But he's, great golfer. He's a better golfer than he is a footballer. But he'll manage the changing room for Grant. So Grant's job's half done in terms of that. That's what you do is, first rule of management, delegation, right? You run the changing room, you do this, you do that. Yeah. And I know that when he comes in at half time, he'll come in with 2 or 3 points. The bollocking's already been done. The finger's already been done. All he's got to do is right, you do this, you drop deeper, you do that, you
focus
do that. On
tactics,
and that's it. Just management sort of thing. And it's good having sort of them leaders in the dressing room. For like I said, I work with Grant, so probably giving away trade secrets there, but yeah.
Do you think that's why, because non-league is very much, new manager comes in, they bring their own players, like Daisy Hill at the moment, you played them yesterday, they've got a completely different 16-17 than they've had at the start of the season. Is that the reason why some managers will bring in the players that they know can control the dressing room, can do this job, do this?
It goes down to trust, doesn't it? You know what you're getting out of them on a Saturday or a midweeker. They know... The players know the manager as well, know the tactics, know how to take him, know like I said, know when to lead with the carrot, the stick and stuff like that. And me and OB we're like this. You're only as good as your little black book of players. Yeah, so we still go around now. Have our little thing. I'll watch that. I'll do that, and we'll text each other. Like he's got a book like that of the players and stuff. Like James Kinzer, clueless as a manager. But he always gets the big offers and stuff like that.
Is he with it now?
He's with it.
When he fucking
hell, mate. When he was there, he'd be phoning all up for players. I need this, I need that, I need that. You fucking managing whoever it is with a big fucking budget. You don't even know the players. But again, if you look at Kinsey, he's gone back to who he knows. Yeah. He's got in his familiar players. Players he knows and trusts, and that's it.
Yeah, when new player comes he's got like Brian Lee playing for him, and then so I know they've just brought in Josh Dickin.
Yeah, no Josh.
Yeah. So I cricket. So my network is from cricket. Yeah. So him and Joel Ankers is playing up top as well now. Joel, they play for Flowery Field.
Bad injury, Joel.
Yeah, really bad injury. Yeah. But I know them too well. They're every year below me.
Joel's in my book as well.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know him sort of to say hello to, but I've watched him and stuff like that. And again, and that's how I know he had the bad injury.
Yeah, well, he played well at Droylsden and got into Withy now. But you see that, don't you? People just like piece together on there for you. So do you know when you come up against a team and you're like, oh, don't know much about, like, for example, Bake Up. You got Bake Up at the weekend. You're like, when you see the manager and you're like, oh, I know at least 5 of their players.
Well, I know, so like Canal Brent's been there for years, so I know a couple of Joey Fallon at Big. There's a lot of teams that I go around where I either know the players or I know the dad. Either they played for me, I played against them, played with them and stuff like that. So you know what type of team you come up against. You know, sort of thing. We tried playing football early on in the year, and we lost a couple of players. So why I've come in is a bit of a rattle and battle, bit of directing to the big man, and you sort of identity changes. So I think with that, I think when you come up against sort of say your Scouse teams and stuff like that, you know what you're gonna get against your Scousers in the refs here. Bingo, someone's going to get off. Bam, bam, bam. The full on you for the full game and stuff like that. I think the same when you say, for instance, you look at an Avro team, hard work, bare minimum is maximum effort. That's what they expect. So I don't think many people like going to Avro because they know what they're going to get. So it is when you look at the manager, you know what type of, it's kind of their personality as well. Like,
of course, yeah.
Me and OB, sort of we had our team set on that. It was, we're aggressive, we're loud, difficult to beat, and we had one or two, well, maybe 4 or 5 sort of flair players where our game plan was work the ball, isolate, the likes of UWL at the time, who played for us, sort of Rio Clegg, he played for us, Greg Daniels at the time, Conor Berra.
Rio Clegg, is he at Radcliffe now?
Radcliffe, yeah. So we had a good team. I was saying this the other day, when we met up, I sat there with OB and there's a couple of lads and I was like, fucking hell, OB, me must have been garbage managers. I said, fucking hell, we've not got a tune out of these. Like Rudum Sambo, he's at FC, Aaron Chalmers is doing what Aaron's doing, Jack McConnell, Rio Clegg, Greg Daniels, Greg lost to an injury, we had Jack Coote there. We had a good team. I was just sat there thinking, we're fucking gormless.
There's a lot of learning we got there.
Yeah, we know, fucking hell, we're gormless. But I think, I was when I told Sam Rathbone and Grant was doing it, and Kane Warwick, Avro lad also works with us as well, and they were saying, why are you having this sort of reunion? Do you know what's it about? And we were saying, it's what you're doing, finishing fourth. You've done nothing, you've done it, and it was good just to get the lads that we had together, because although we didn't really do much, I think we won a Bolton Hospitals Cup, if you can class that as success. Fuck me, scraping the barrel there. But it was just good to get the lads together and see. We had quite some difficult circumstances at Hayes. I think it was second or third going into the new year. We got beat off Bury on Boxing Day, 2-0, and we thought, right, we need something to finger it, and the chairman left and pulled the money. So we had a team meeting. Chairman left, pulled the money. The chairman was there 10 years. Still don't know the whys and whereabouts and what happened and stuff like that. So we've got the lads, like I said, Ruder, Aaron Chalmers, Jack McConnell, little Harvey Roberts who's doing well at West Dids. There's a few others that we had there, Dylan Fitz, and we said, listen, there's no money. If you just want to leave, people rely on it and stuff like that. And I think all but one stayed and played for nothing.
Nice.
So it says everything, So that was kind of another reason trying to get the lads together, because we kind of suffered together in that respect, where the likes of, like I said, we'll have to sort of name of players there were playing for nothing for us. So it was huge respect for them, and like I said, it says a lot about the lads that we had.
100%. Shall I'll have a little break, and then I want to talk into next steps in part 2 and hear a few more of your stories as well. But
I need to get into I need to get into why we left Avro.
Yeah, we'll start on part 2. We'll hire left Avro, and then we'll talk about the next steps as well. See part 2. Every non-league club that I've been to recently, I've loved.
Yeah, but it is that. I mean, you go and watch, say for instance, West Dids. You have all the sort of the little brigade behind the brand, and they're at it singing about kale and quinoa and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you go and watch like.
I love that though, because they're buying into the fact of they are like
the stereotype. This is who we are, sort of.
Yeah. And they're sort of like, I don't. We're just going to play into the stereotypes here.
Yeah. So you got that. The referees are Tories, a good shout that I've heard from there.
Yeah.
And then obviously the likes of Bridge and stuff like that. They are good crowds, and obviously we just touched a little bit on United and City and stuff like that. No, league is becoming more popular. Yeah. The price is a bit more reasonable. You can have a little bit of interaction with the players and stuff like that, and. You know what I mean? If you go in Avro, you might see a fight. Might see a brawl.
You know what? I'm not just going to do it all the time. We've already started with that because I want to keep that in. Avro, this was a highlight of my Twitter because I went to the game after this and I saw this.
Bridge, after
so that's the game I went to, and I was following it on Twitter because I'd already messaged Shent before the game, and I was like, I'm going to come down. And he went, yeah, brilliant, yeah, come down. And then I went down and I'm like, fucking, what's happened here? But yeah, I mean, everyone knows.
Mark, who were you speaking to? Mark is the secretary there and stuff like that, and he gets punched. Sorry, Mark. And he like rubs his head and he walks off, and it's like he's been proper thumped, like rubbing his head and stuff like that. It was quite comedic, to be fair. Yeah.
No one knows what. When you're watching the videos, I'm like, fuck me. What is Pope doing? But then again, even from his time in the football league, the stories I've heard about him, where I'm like,
he was like that too. You play games and stuff like that. You know, you was going to get into a bit of a battle, get a bit of a battle and stuff like that. Again, you speak. I had a conversation with after bar a few times with him and stuff like that. There's not much going on between them.
I remember when we drew Port Vale City a few years ago when he played for Port Vale.
Did he play against John Stones?
Yeah, and he slagged off John Stones as well, and he's slagging off all these players, and I'm like, but the John Stones one was really funny.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think John Stones, if he wasn't as injury prone as he was, he's the greatest English centre half there's ever been, apart from John Terry. But like,
I mean, I fan, so we probably won't go with that.
No, yeah, of course, yeah. But like, I'm very biased. John Stone's one of my favourite players of all time.
Don't get me wrong, unreal player.
And if you're playing, don't get me wrong, he played at a good level, top up, and he was a good striker. He scored a lot of goals. But the difference between Prem and League One and League Two is big.
Yeah,
it's big,
massive.
And why are you slagging off? Are you going to go play in a cup as well?
But again, it's what's the other guy there at Kidsgrove as well?
I don't know.
I can't think of his. Reedy, isn't it? Reader, and he's a similar sort of guy to Pope in terms of aggressive, loud, and stuff like that.
But I suppose they
dropped down and played. Yeah,
they're doing something a little bit right with them. I'm going to give them a little bit of credit here because the fans' reaction and watching like the Kidsgrove fans on Twitter, they're right behind them.
Yeah.
So I suppose it must be a chalk and cheese. Like we're looking at this from an outside element, whereas their fans love them and fair play to them. Like, I suppose they're doing something right.
Yeah.
Just maybe don't start knocking everyone out when you get 7-0.
It was good. It was good for the. They've still not had them points, Avro, actually.
No, I mean,
I think they've got because will that take them top?
Yeah.
Top now?
It's joint top at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll take them top. And what was it, 7-0? 6-0?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it was like 2 sending off. So
we was 4-0 down at half time yesterday, and I said, just start a riot and get the game abandoned.
Yeah, the whole league now is thinking let's do a Kidsgrove.
Yeah, let's do a Kidsgrove. But yeah, it's mad. It was good. It was good to. Obviously, it's not good the fight and whatever in the crowd, but it's good knowing who was involved in it and stuff like that.
I suppose you're watching it for a different level to me. Where you're like, I mean, didn't I swear I saw Grant saying that his dad got decked as well.
Yeah, I think the keeper at Grant's dad. But I think his dad was giving him a little bit of thing. So it is one of them, and it's like I remember playing. Where was we playing? We were playing Darlow away. There's a picture of me somewhere where this guy got voted fucking fittest man in non-league. Tan tattooed hand behind him, looking like Peter Kay. Played up there and missed a shot. Fucking done what I've done, and then I've just heard him go, "Number 10, you fat in your shit." And there's about fucking 500 people behind the thing just pointing and laughing at me. Felt about that big, although it was massive and stuff like that. It is that sort of thing, sort of interaction with your players when you're getting things, stuff like that. Got called up, was it Scarborough? Played away at Scarborough. Had a bit of thing with centre half. I think centre half knocked me 2 foul. Had a bit of a tussle with him. A couple of punches thrown and what have you. And I got subbed off. And the Scarborough Twitter feed said James Hampson, the barrel of a striker. And I'll come off to that and stuff like that. I think we won 3-1 in the end, so it was nice. But you sat there at home day after just going through and stuff like that. And so you've been tagged in a tweet being called a barrel. Yeah, not very good for me ego.
That's non-legal. That's
non-league. Yeah.
It brings you back down to.
That's it. Like you're saying about the interactions and stuff like that. About not going United and City now. It's a little bit more personal, a little bit more close to home, stuff like that. And
it is, yeah.
And it's like you actually, you matter. I know that sounds corny, but you know what I mean. As a fan, that you actually matter about going to the games and stuff like that. So, like I said,
and it's good football. Non-league football is brilliant currently. And Ballers League, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know we talk about all the negatives of it, but you can see the players have got talent, and some of them are playing even like low leagues, like the North West Counties, and you're like, some fucking balls.
There's some gems out there. I mean, me and OB found Louis Potts playing at Leek. We found him playing for North Manchester on a Saturday morning, 11 o'clock kickoffs in some mad league. We went around and watched him. What the fuck are you doing here? We got him for Avro. He's done what he's done. I think he went to go Clitheroe for a bit somewhere else, and now he's at Leek. and he's doing well. If you've got a bit of time on your hands, there's them gems out there. People that
100%.
fall out of love for football for whatever reason.
I mean, look at Regan Linney at the moment.
Yeah.
Regan Linney has just worked his way up.
Yeah.
And now he's absolutely... I swear he's like second to only Haaland in England of like goals scored.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's doing... I mean, another sort of more local to home and a bit more thingy for us is, like I said, Harry Salt.
Yeah.
He's playing at Moston Brook. He was playing at Moston Brook in the second division of whatever.
And now he's top of Northern Prem West again.
Yeah, Northern Prem, and he's doing that. So if you actually got a bit of time to go out there, go and watch lower league games and stuff like that, there's players all over. There's gems all over.
There's some top... And I love seeing the contrast of styles a lot of the time as well. I love seeing like when you come up against a very traditional sort of, we'll pump it long, we've got two big centre mids, we're going to run their arse off.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got people like Avro where they're getting the ball on the ground, they're trying to play football.
Well, I think they've got a bit of both, to be fair. I think at home, very much footballing based team. Away from home, I think there's a bit more rattle and battle about them in terms of, you know what I mean, if they need to go long into Kyle, they can do, and they've got a lot of runners off him and stuff like that. Obviously got Jake in there, fucking free lungs, doing what he does. Morrow is at home on a mud pit, to be fair. So they've you know, I mean, at the start of the season, I don't think anyone would have sort of said that they're going for it, but they're standing up and being counted, and people are turning around now and noticing them and stuff like that. And I think they're a very good momentum team in terms of once they get that momentum, once they get that little thing in front, they know obviously with the experience and the changing experience of Grant as well, obviously new into management, but he's been involved in some very good teams across a load of divisions, played for some good managers as well, so he's got that experience of what's needed and stuff. So people are starting to take note now of little old Avro, as they like to be called.
Like to call little old bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to see, because some of the teams in that league, I mean, you got like Berries and like your Bridges, and you're just looking, you're like, fuck it out. But even a bit higher, looking at like Radcliffe now. Radcliffe are mixing it with the big boys in the National League North, and I'm enjoying watching that. Like, they are mixing it
again. They're momentum managers, Bernard and Jono, in terms of once they get a little bit of a win. So obviously, I think it was yesterday. Peterborough beat yesterday.
But
they're full time.
Went down to 9
or 10 men, didn't they? So obviously circumstances and stuff like that. But again, Bernard and John know their eggs. I play with Bernard every now and again on a Sunday when he turns up. Talk a little bit about football and stuff like that. But again, once they get a bit of momentum,
they'll get flying. So what is this story about you leaving Abro? Because then you left, both of you left. Was it 21?
Yeah. It's so we played Paddy Mub. I think kind of the straw that brought the camel's back, to be fair. We played Padiham, started the wrong team. As I look back at it now, played Lewis Lacey there. Lewis Lacey, fake teeth, bronze skin, playing Padiham away in March. It's a mud pit. Should have played Sam Rathbone, who's like a pig in mud at them sort of games and stuff like that. Ended up losing. Liam Ellis got sent off. The ball went into the dugout. Kyle Harrop threw in, OB threw him, had a bit of thing. I think OB got sent off. So, games ended, having a beer in the bar and stuff like that. I was driving the coach, because we used to have to, back in the day before all this money that they've got, we used to have to drive the minibus.
Did you?
Yeah, so fill the minibus up.
PE teacher, that, isn't it?
Yeah. To drive the minibus there to two away games and stuff like that, fill it up, driving there and back, stuff like that. So I was driving this time, and I thought, fuck it, I'm having a fucking beer. So I just went, right, fucking make his own way home. Bum, had a drink. With a lad called Josh, what's he called? Josh O'Halloran, was it, goalie? He said he'd drive home. So we're on the thing on the way home, I had a lot of beers, and we're just telling stories about fucking things we got up to. So at Christmas, we went out again, big fine pot, went to Dublin, and we called ourselves the Crazy Gang, because again, you sort of go after your players and stuff like that. So a guy called Michael Stockdale, Marine, like, I went down the toilet, he was pissing in his own mouth. So that's the base of the kind of team we had. Him and Vinny were spitting at each other. Sam Rathbone was pouring candle wax on me. Like, it was a bit of a wild trip. We was in the Temple Bar pub in the middle of
tourist hotspot, that.
Tourist hotspot. Barmaid comes over to us. You've got to go. I was like, why? What? Why? She went, this. So as we've turned round, someone with a bald head I will not name is on his knees with racks of cocaine in lines on his head. With certain players, again, I will not be named, doing lines off the head. I was like, why? What have we got to do? She went, you've got to get out because of that. So we ended up getting fucking barred from Temple Bar, which is like impossible to get barred from. So on the couch, on the thing on the way home, we're talking. A guy called DJ Pedro is at Bury now.
Oh yes, yeah, he's playing well.
He was on loan. Is he at Bury always going?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's at Bury scoring goals.
And he was on loan from Salford City at the time. So this has come out, and Army's kind of gone, right, Chris Casper's asked for this video. We need to tell him the video. We need to send him the video of what you were doing. So I've gone, fuck me, Army. It's our own time. If I want to fucking put heroin in my own eyeballs, got nothing to fucking do with Chris Casper, you or Salford. So we kind of threw us under the bus a little bit, and for me, that's when the trust was broken. Kind of, not sold me out. Well, I've known Army a long time, played with Army at Oldham, and I've known him a long time. We're friends now at the back of it. But it was a bit thingy about it, and he kind of sold me, be out and just said, right, listen, fucking send him the video, blah, 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 you're out of order. And we was arguing, and I kind of saw me ass with it. I said, you know what, Army, get to fuck, you're not fucking getting anything. So I messaged Rob, I said, you know what, Rob, I'm done, that's it. Kind of thing. And I think within the next hour, a statement went out saying that we'd left, and I don't think Obi had a chance to try and calm me down and stuff like that. So I think it was, I'm not saying they wanted to get rid of us at the time or anything like that, but obviously doing lines off
the bald head.
A bald head in the middle of Temple Bar is not a good way to end, but it did go back and stuff like that. But like I said, that was the kind of, I'm not saying we did that every week, but that was the kind of change we had in terms of everyone was a little bit mental. Like we always seemed to sign players with problems. Like Rio Clegg had a problem. Another one, Conor Berry, allegedly was playing away at Colne. Chairman's coming at half time. OB, you banned, you shouldn't be even in the dugout. So I've gone mad at the fucking chairman, blah, 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 blah. And he said, you've got to get fucking Connor off the pitch. So I walked it out half time with Connor. I said, what the fuck? And the chairman's going, get him off the pitch. I said, fuck off. I'm here to win a game of football. We'll sort it out after. Little lad's walked over, that out with his fucking, this is me mum, what did you say? And he looked at her and blew her a kiss and went, yeah, I would. So there was about fucking 500, no, not 500 probably, think, a couple of hundred Colne fans wanting
very
wanting
angry.
Blood.
Yeah.
We've ended up winning 4-3. I think Connor scored 2, Rio scored 1, two corkers, someone else scored as well. After the game, gone back into the change room, and they are fucking the fans are trying to get in the change room and stuff like that to do and stuff like that.
How do you deal with that though?
So I was just like, right, listen, I said, whatever happens, we'll stick together, and if we have to fucking go, we have to go, sort of thing. Police are involved and stuff like that. So been dealt with, coming out, all of us in the things, rolling cars, hands were coming through windows, people got punched, there was stones being thrown, there was sticks and stuff like that. I think Connor had to go hide in a boot of a car to get out and stuff like that. So it was
like smuggling into another country.
Yeah, and it was like fucking thing. Obviously, I don't agree with fucking what allegedly said and stuff like that, but it was like, that's the kind of players we had, not that fucking, I meant like lunatics. We was based ourselves on the crazy gang in terms of very much come down from Rob, the chairman at the time. He had this thing. He was a bit crazy growing up, and me and OB are not behind the door, should we say, with stuff like that. So that's why I ended at Avro. But it was one of them where I didn't think we had to. I thought Army and Rob would have backed us a little bit more, considering that, he was there from the Manchester League, both players and manager, known Rob on a personal level for many years. When my man passed away, Rob helped me buy the flowers because I didn't have money and stuff like that, because I had to bring look like sort of my brothers and sisters and stuff like that. So I've known him, and I thought there might have been a bit more trust. Same with Army, I've known Army a long time, and I felt like they sold us out a little bit, albeit they might have had a point.
I suppose that's a benefit of hindsight. You're looking back now, because you spoke very, very, very highly about Avro, and you're like, do you know what? There's both sides. You can look at both sides.
I had very good times there. Like my kids are pretty much grew up in the clubhouse. Played for them. I was painting fences, putting air conditioning units up, helping raise money when the place burnt down and stuff like that. Yeah. It is, whether I like it or not, and obviously I'm not there anymore. It is in my DNA in a way. And obviously they are flying now, and I do I have got a soft spot for him. I do keep an eye on him. I'm glad Grant's doing well because I work with him and stuff like that. Still got people that I know and I care for and are friends are still involved in the club, so I can't ever dislike him.
Of course.
You never fall out with friends over football and stuff like that. It is one of them. But we've kissed and made up now, me and Army. Although we did have a boxing match as well. Nothing before that, because we used to play together. He'd nib me. He'd absolutely nib me. Just little things. So,
he knew how to get you going.
Yeah, get me going.
Yeah.
So I remember chasing him before the game for about 20 minutes trying to batter him. Right. I was fucked, and then I had to go and play a game. So, the day of the funeral. So one of our, like I said, when I started at BICC Kembles, a guy called Jimmy Finch, the flying Satsuma, big fella, doorman, was our goalie. Unfortunately passed away, and after his funeral I was given fucking blah blah blah, me and Army arguing again at his funeral, and I woke up with a call off Tommy McDonough, boxing trainer. He went, right, you're in with me, blah blah blah, you're fighting Army, and thing. I was like, what? I was like, what? He went, yeah, you don't remember the phone call last night, oblivious to it all. So we ended up having a boxing match.
You won?
I won on a split decision, but I punched him 39 times without fucking a punch back. The referee should have stopped it. The referee got arrested for cruelty at the end of that game, but it was for charity and stuff. Like it was on the back of a sort of a show that Tommy did for his gym, Mossing Colliers, and it was good fun and stuff like that. But yeah,
it's that normally you don't see in it.
Yeah, it's all the little things, and you know. Like I said, probably wearing two hats and having feet in two camps. I have been a player and I've been a manager. And it was to raise money and stuff like that. So no, it was good.
What are the next steps for you then? Because obviously you said about your calf. We don't know what's happening there.
Being put down, I think. Probably. If it was a dog, I think that's probably the thing.
If you're a horse, your back legs are gone.
Well, that's to going back to saying about horse back legs are gone. So why I still carried on playing was Manchester Prem was going up, was leading goal scorer.
Yeah.
Leading goal scorer in the league, leading goal scorer at the club. My family was there, my kids were there, my ex-wife was there, and this was my final swan song to go out, lift the trophy, and that was me done in it.
Yeah.
Go and playing. Lad called Vinny Allen in the warm-up as absolutely fucking Tony Yeboah with a shot. It's hit me behind the fucking back of the head, cleaned me out.
Really?
I've never been knocked out before. I've got up, my legs going like an horse like that. I was sick. I tried running it off, shaking it off. Didn't know where I was. He's never hit a shot as hard since.
Yeah.
Nearly killed me. Fucking cleaned me out, knocked me unconscious. So I kind of went out with a whimper there. Do you know what I mean? I was sat in the physio table like that with Jess, the physio at the time, going, "Oh, have I got here today?" Sure. What do you mean? I went, I don't know. I got here. Confusing days.
Completely gone. Yeah.
It was the presentation thing at the end of the night at our club. And I was on stage with a piece of paper and I was like, I couldn't remember anything, couldn't speak and stuff like that. So that was the kind of thing, obviously, all right, and after stuff after it, and it kind of a little bit of unfinished business. Like, I wanted to go out with a little bit of a thing and sort of go out on a high sort of thing. So, yeah, that was another thing that happened again at Avro. It's embedded in my DNA. Yeah. So what's next for me? I genuinely don't know. I've got twins on the way in March, so at 40. I've got 2 daughters at the moment. Me oldest, Ruby, I left her in hospital to go and play a playoff final when she was born.
Did you win?
No, we got beat.
Oh no,
it's
even
Trafford,
worse.
1-0, Michael Oakes. We missed a couple of chances. I didn't even get on, to be fair. Again, Army didn't put me on. That's probably why I wanted to punch his head in. So I think I'm going to stop managing and playing. I think I don't want to miss Ruby growing up, to be fair. Obviously leaving in the hospital. Isabel, spend a bit more time with her. They're getting into gymnastics and swimming and stuff like that. And like I said, I've got 2 twin girls on the way, so I've got 4 girls.
I've got a girl expected in. She's Feb 1st due date.
If you have me on in this time next year, I'll be bald and look about.
Yeah, my whole life's changing from February on.
Yeah,
I'm fully aware of it.
Well, I think ours is the end. I think ours is going to be due sort of end of February. So I think that's it. I think in terms of whether I recover from this or not, I don't know. I'm feeling sorry for myself at the moment, but have I got it in me to still manage? Again, I've probably got a little bit of unfinished business. Yeah. You know, I don't think OB wants to get back into it. It'd feel weird doing it without him because I've fucking been on the same football field with him since 17.
Be a big push.
And then would I do it on my own? Probably, yeah. But am I going to have any free time on my hand?
That's the thing.
And I work a very sort of very demanding job with Grant. That's pretty much a full-time thing, so I don't think I'd have time to.
No,
to do
but
that.
3-4 years, you never know, do you?
No. But when they grow up, and like I said, when I'm fighting for 5 women, I think football will be the break for me to come out and sort of clear my head and stuff like that. So yeah, I think hopefully I get back this year and I can finish. And I don't think we're going to do much in the league. Maybe win a cup or something like that. There's a possibility.
Are you going to stay with the Vets then? Are you really enjoying playing for the Vets?
Yeah, like I said, mate, the football's the worst part of it. It is the change room. Like we've got some characters in our change room. Nicky Adams, Potter.
Yeah, I was speaking to Nicky to try and get him on here, and then what happened? He said he'll come on in the summer. This was like a couple of years ago, and I'm pretty sure he got a new job. Maybe did he get taken on at Oldham?
Yeah, it was a coach waiting.
Yeah, I think he got took on at Oldham, so it never materialised. Well, but I'd love to have Nicky on here because I bet he's got some. This
was the thing. So we're playing. I'm a striker. We're playing the other week, and the manager brings me off for a guy called Brendan O'Shaughnessy. Brendan O'Shaughnessy won the Premier League back in 1995. He's 52, right? So I went ballistic, saw me ass. You fucking Sean, you fucking clueless. The job's too big for you. Can't manage your vet scene, blah, blah, blah. Proper saw me ass. The first 3 things that Brendan did was fall over, kick the ball out of play, and I think slip on the ball and stuff like that. And I was just stood there like that going, so maybe I can't even get a game for the fucking Vets now. So the Vets might even be off, so don't know, mate.
Where we're going to go Sunday, we're going to find the side, where we're going to see you.
I might have to take up paddle with all these paddle nonsense that everyone... You don't play paddle, do you?
No, I'm not playing paddle. No. I do want to try it, though, just because hand-eye coordination. I like the darts.
Yeah,
I like cricket. I suppose I should be alright at it.
Yeah.
But it's well expensive.
I think I put all my eggs in one basket with football and that didn't really work out.
That's random sport.
No.
Hey, maybe darts could be the one.
I've got the body for it.
You will be in a pub.
Yeah.
Maybe darts is the one.
Darts might be the one. Yeah, I'll get a dartboard and see what it goes from there.
Mate, thank you very much for coming on. Do you want to shout out your social medias, or you're not asked?
No. Why social? What for me personally? No, Maine Road, no thing for me, no mate.
Definitely, but make sure if you enjoyed this episode, go and try non-league football out. That is the main advert for this. Go and support your local club, because even if you don't know, if you just move to a new place, there will be a non-league club near in your area. And do you know what? You never know what you might find. You might find new love for the game, and you can enjoy it. Mate, thank you very much for coming on.
Pal.
Been a pleasure. If you have been watching this on YouTube, please do like this video, subscribe so you never miss. Check out the past content. Let me know who you want to see on this podcast as well. And if you're on Spotify, 5-star review always helps. Cheers, James.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.